What makes a 26-year-old singer's Christian song go viral on America's Got Talent? Well, by the end of this story, you'll understand exactly how one quiet young man walked onto a stage watched by millions and changed hearts everywhere. So before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and stay till the end, because this is one of those rare stories that reminds us why faith, hope, and courage still matter in this world. It all began on a Tuesday evening, the kind of evening where the world feels heavy without any clear reason. The audience in the AGT studio was excited, but not in any way expecting something unusual. The judges were in their usual rhythm: Simon Cowell with his unreadable frown, Heidi leaning forward with her sparkly anticipation, Sophia smiling warmly, and Howie ready to crack a joke when needed. The doors opened, and in walked a young man, 26 years old, slim, wearing a simple white shirt tucked into faded jeans. He walked like someone who wasn't there to impress but to share something deeply personal. His name was Elijah Cruz. He held his guitar close, almost like it was the only thing keeping him steady. His voice, when he introduced himself, trembled just enough for everyone to wonder if he would make it. But behind that tremble was a kind of honesty people don't see often on stages like AGT. Simon raised a brow. "What will you be singing for us today?" Elijah swallowed. "An original Christian song I wrote, called Closer to Heaven." The moment he said Christian song, a soft ripple ran through the audience. AGT rarely saw original worship songs. Some people whispered. Some nodded. But Elijah didn't look at them. He closed his eyes, took a breath, and began. The first note was quiet, so quiet the room fell into an instant hush. His fingers strummed the guitar with slow, deliberate emotion. His voice rose gently, like a prayer carried on a trembling breeze. It wasn't loud. It wasn't showy. It was sincere. So sincere it felt like he was singing directly into the heart of every person listening. And then, something happened. Halfway through the second verse, Elijah's voice cracked, not from a mistake, but from emotion. It was the kind of crack that only comes from someone who knows what it feels like to lose, to hope, to fight their way back again. His hands shook. His eyes welled with tears. He paused. Silence filled the room. Simon leaned forward. Not frustrated. Not confused. But concerned. "Elijah," he said softly. "Are you okay?" The young man nodded. "Yeah. He breathed shakily. "I wrote this song for my sister. She passed away last year. This was the last song I ever played for her." The audience inhaled as one. And something in that moment shifted, not just for Elijah, but for the entire room. "Take your time," Simon said, his voice unusually warm. "We want to hear it." Elijah wiped his eyes, looked down at his guitar, and whispered, "For you, Sarah," then began again. The second time through, his voice didn't shake. It soared. It rose with every memory, every prayer, every ounce of faith he had left. His lyrics spoke about finding hope in the darkest valleys, about losing someone but still believing God hadn't abandoned him, about feeling broken yet refusing to give up. It was raw. It was pure. It was the kind of authenticity money can't buy and fame can't fake. People in the audience cried. Judges looked shaken. Even those who didn't share Elijah's faith felt the power in his words. Because grief is universal. Love is universal. And hope is something every soul, no matter how strong, needs. When he hit the final note, the room didn't erupt. It didn't scream. Instead, for a moment, there was complete stillness. Everyone was holding their breath, realizing they had just witnessed something rare, something real. Then the applause hit like a wave. People rose to their feet. Some clapped with both hands over their mouths. Others wiped tears openly. The energy was electric, emotional, overwhelming. Sophia spoke first. "That didn't feel like a performance. That felt like a moment we were meant to experience with you. Thank you for sharing her memory with us." Heidi added, "Your voice is beautiful, but your heart, that's what people will remember." Howie nodded. "I don't think this is just a song. I think this is healing for so many people watching." Then Simon looked at Elijah with an expression rarely seen on AGT, an expression of genuine admiration. "Elijah," he said, "songs like this don't come around often. They come from pain, from love, from truth. And when something is this authentic, it doesn't just get heard, it gets felt. I believe your sister is incredibly proud of you right now." The crowd erupted again, and before Elijah could even absorb the moment, Simon stepped back, looked at the golden buzzer, and pressed it. The studio exploded in gold. Elijah froze, staring upward as confetti rained down on him like a blessing descending from heaven itself. His knees buckled, and he fell to the stage, sobbing into his hands as the judges rushed forward to hug him. It was more than a golden buzzer, it was the moment grief turned into purpose. The clip went online that night. Within hours, it hit 1 million views. Within a day, it crossed 5 million. People from all around the world, Christians, non-Christians, believers, doubters, young, old, left comments saying the same thing. "This song healed me, this brought me hope, this made me feel close to someone I lost." Elijah didn't expect any of it. He didn't aim for fame. But God had a different plan. His song began trending across countries, appearing on prayer pages, Christian radio, TikTok edits, even reaction channels. Pastors shared it during sermons. Choirs covered it. People played it at funerals, at weddings, during morning prayers. His sister's memory reached millions. But what people didn't see was what happened backstage, when the confetti was still falling from his hair and Simon Cowell placed a hand on his shoulder. "Stay true to yourself," Simon said quietly. "This is just the beginning. Don't let the world change what made this moment special." Elijah nodded, tears still streaming. "I won't. I promise." From there, his life transformed. The show followed his journey, his rehearsals, his struggles with self-doubt, his memories of Sarah guiding him through sleepless nights. Viewers became emotionally attached to him. They rooted for him. They prayed for him. He became the symbol of something many people were starving for, authentic goodness. When he returned for the semifinals, standing once more before the judges and millions of viewers, he didn't come with flashy lights or backup dancers. He walked onto the stage with that same guitar, that same quiet humility, and a heart full of purpose. His semifinal performance brought the room to tears again. His finale performance became legendary. And though winning the show wasn't what mattered most to him, his message touched the world in a way no trophy could measure. By the end of the AGT season, Elijah stood on stage and said words that would stay with viewers forever. "My sister didn't get to chase her dreams, so I'm chasing mine for both of us. And if you're watching this, please remember pain is not the end of your story. Hold on. God can turn your darkest valley into your brightest purpose." His viral moment wasn't just about talent. It was about truth. It was about loss, faith, love, and unexpected strength. And even now, his song continues reaching those who need it most. And if this story touched your heart even a little, do me a small favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who could use a reminder that hope is still alive. Because just like Elijah learned, sometimes one voice, one song, one moment of courage can change everything.